Today we will start with the chapter on the elasticity of demand. So, what is meant by elasticity of demand? It means the responsiveness of the demand to change in price of the commodity. Now, there are three types of elasticity of demand: price elasticity of demand, income elasticity, and cross elasticity of demand. Price elasticity is related to what you have done in the law of demand, which states that there is an inverse relationship between the quantity demanded of a commodity and the price of the commodity. So the responsiveness of demand to price is known as price elasticity of demand. Now the responsiveness of demand to the income of a consumer is known as income elasticity of demand, and the responsiveness of demand to the price of substitutes is known as cross elasticity of demand. So you have these three types of demand, but in your syllabus you have only the first, that is price elasticity of demand. Now we come to the degrees of price elasticity of demand. So there are 5 degrees of price elasticity of demand. What is meant by degrees of elasticity of demand? How much the demand responds to the change in price, known as the degrees of price elasticity of demand, or the degree of change in the demand of different commodities due to change in the price of the commodities is known as the degree of elasticity. So the first is perfectly inelastic demand. Inelastic means when the demand does not change at all. So this is a situation where even if there is any change in price, a small or a big change in price, there is no change in the quantity demanded. So in this, ED stands for elasticity of demand. You can also write it as EP because P stands for price elasticity of demand. So here we have used ED is equal to 0 because the elasticity of demand does not change at all. So here, if you look at this diagram, the demand curve is parallel to the y-axis. This is not a very common phenomena, but you can take salt as an example, because even if the price of salt increases, you're not going to use double the quantity of salt, and if it decreases, you're not going to use half the quantity of salt. So you can use salt as an example. So if you look at the table, price is 40 rupees, demand is 20, it increases to 60 and then to 80, demand still remains at 20 units. In this, we have taken price on the y-axis and quantity demanded on the x-axis. The original price is P, the demand remains OQ. When the price increases to P1, the demand still remains at OQ. When the price decreases to P2, the demand still remains OQ. So here the DD stands for demand curve. So the demand curve is parallel to the y-axis and ED is equal to 0. The second is less than unit elastic demand. This is also called inelastic demand. Here the elasticity of demand is less than 1. That's why less than unit. So what happens over here? Over here, that even when the price changes a lot, when it increases a lot, the quantity demanded changes just a little in response to that. So this happens usually when the commodity is a necessity or it's a very urgent commodity. Like for example, sugar, also you can take something like medicines. What happens in the case of these goods? In the case of necessities, even if the price increases quite a bit, you're not going to have double the medicines, okay? So the quantity might increase just a little bit. So you can see that price has increased from 40 rupees to 120 rupees, but the demand at 40 was 10 units. At 120, the demand has reduced just a little bit. It has just gone down to 5 units. So you can see that the price is increasing from P1 to P2. But the quantity demanded at P1 is Q1, and at P2 it has reduced only a little bit from Q1 to Q2. The next is unit elastic demand. Here ED is equal to 1. What does this mean? When the percentage change in demand is exactly equal to the percentage change in price, then it is said to be unit or unitary elastic demand. So over here, say the price of a commodity rises by 50%, the demand will fall by exactly 50%. So the elasticity of demand will be equal to 1. Here, if you look at the price, it was 40 rupees and the demand was 100 units. When it increases to 60 rupees, the demand goes down to 50. So exactly the same change in price leads to the same change in demand. You can see the slope of the demand curve over here. This is ED is equal to 1. The next is more than unit elastic demand. This is also known as elastic demand. Here the ED is greater than 1. So when a little bit of change in price leads to a huge change in demand, the demand is said to be elastic or more than unit elastic. So what happens over here? The elasticity of demand is greater than unity or greater than 1. You can take petrol as an example, and if you look at the figure over here, you'll notice that the price is 40 rupees, demand is 500. The price has increased a little bit to 60, the demand has fallen to 100 units. So the curve over here is flatter. The change in prices from P1 to P2 means just a little change in price, and if you look at the change in the quantity, it was Q1 earlier and it has reduced to Q2. So the quantity demanded changes more than the change in price, and the curve is a flatter curve. Here ED is greater than 1. And the last one is perfectly elastic demand, where ED is equal to infinity. So what happens is in this, when the demand for a commodity expands or contracts to any extent without any change in price, then the demand for the commodity is said to be perfectly elastic or infinitely elastic. So if you look at this over here, the price is 60 rupees and the demand is 100 units. Then the price again remains 60 rupees, the demand increases to 400 units. So in the diagram, we have taken price on the y-axis and quantity demanded on the x-axis. So the price remains the same, P1, but the quantity demanded changes first to Q1 and then it increases to Q2. So this is again an extraordinary situation. It usually happens only when there is an emergency like war. Otherwise, this is usually something which you don't find at common times.